Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. Republic of Cascadia. We changed our flag. We're still the same guy. Really pissed off. He's got all his kids back at least, so we got that. So we proclaimed ourselves. We have now war goals for... We're not war... We have... Yeah, we've claimed states on these guys. Actually, does it tell us? No, it doesn't show us on that one. No, not these guys. How about these guys? Nope. How about these guys? Nope. How about Arroyo? Nope. So the only one we could actually have aggressional warfare was with the Timberline. So we will see from there. Very is sad that the Rangers don't exist, and these guys are poised to attack each other, but one of them does not quite have the numbers necessary to take on the NCR. That we will see if they ever build up to that point. I doubt it, because they're not the robot who's able to just churn out divisions. I will be that guy eventually. But right now, let us... One nation, one leader. We have nothing to hope for but ourselves and do everything to put the dark days of the Republic behind us. Saul Buchanan, the Patriarch. So we get add information blackout, which grants negative. Okay, so no press events. There's always some damn plane flying above me. Hope you're all doing well today. Please like and subscribe and comment. I love your comments. And let me know if there's anything I can do better for you guys on this. Oh, there we go. I have the window open, but I don't see anything. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I don't have a Mr. Train, I have a Mr. Plane. Actually, there's a train, like, probably like a quarter of a mile away from here, but there's never any actually... It's not used enough. It's the one that goes all the way to Tillamook. Alright, so from here, let's get pre-war housing, and we'll get future housing. And we'll so we need to fix up our aviation, our naval, and our robot. So we got that going, so we'll get Tacoma Airport, Birds and Misfortune. So we'll do Voltec Legacy first. Thanks to the taking control of Mount St. Helens and the nearby Vault 6, we can begin efforts of extracting resources and technology for further use. It's good for us. At least I think. Advanced power systems. Adaptive compartmentalization. They're with us. They're with us. They can kiss my ass. Funny that Ouroboros is not being, what do you call it? Expandative or aggressive. Pulse energy lasers. Base Kodiak. The Kodiak base serves as a warehouse for the guards, but with the arrival of the Immortals' henchmen, production, repair, and refinement of weapons also unfolded here. The plan was good, but it was a pity it was not completed. Or if it's good that it wasn't even completed. Or it's good that it wasn't completed because it was under the fucking Immortal. Otherwise, the formidable enemy may become even stronger. Now, rifles for our soldiers will be assembled here, and uniforms will be improved. Okay, we got that done. Here, actually, let's get past victories. Let's do that. Fuck of it. We're gonna ditch this shit anyway, so. Got that done, that done. Cyber dogs. Jet fighters. Let's do one at a time. Let's first get aviation done, then we'll move on to naval, and then we'll move on to robots. Actually, Yeah, we do naval afterwards. Reason being is because it takes a while to rebuild your fleet. Capitol Hill! Coover was our refuge from the Gehenna of the Great War, and Seattle will become our beacon to light the way of the world after this war. Hunting grounds, Innocence Lost, Pulvian Shield, and 50 others will public. Okay. Cool. We'll see what else we can get out of this. I think some Heaven's Gate or True King, True Cons areas. We have plenty of money. Hey, look at that. Look how far we've grown from that. All right, Capitol Hill is now our capital. So we're going to move everything to that. Keep the Rangers and Fort Langley. Probably give them Coover also. So one thing we should do is Tacoma Airport. Tacoma Air Base was abandoned after the arrival of the Immortal, but in the old days, both short-range and long-range aircraft were based here, and the last commander of the base was Colonel Abraham Buchanan. Here, let's increase the production of that. Oh, since we got this going, I know we have waste some of this, but Cass. Definitely Cass. Alright. Nuclear jet fighter. Jet airplane. Attack plane. And something very interesting, we will be the only people to have a base connection to the old world. There we go. Actually, give them to her. Birds of Misfortune. You decided to visit the place where your ancestor Colonel Abraham Buchanan once served. Legacy. Oh, so let's actually see what we gain for... So Heaven's Gate. Definitely. No. No. So Timberline. Yes. Klamath. Yes. Arroyo? Fuck yes. How about over here? Nope. NCR? No. Nope. Alrighty. How about Ouroboros? No. Yes. Even down there. Okay, so I could see us expanding all the way that far. We might just go to war with them just for the fuck of it. We'll send robots. Just send robots. Growing, growing, growing. Damn. It's only 2286 also. This is really early for me to do this well. You know me, my games are usually, I'm stuck in this little tiny place and I'm fighting until 2300. And we also improve our cities while we're at it. Which one of them I'm going to do right here. Rebuild a mega city. So I'm pretty sure that will be Coover that we're rebuilding. Alright, that's done there. So with that completed, we have this. This is going to be very special once we have these sky trains working for us. But we're going to have to build some ships so we could take out that little part. We'll save that one. Is there any we're missing over here? No, this is Free Vegas if they don't exist. Or glow bugs. or timberline. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot this. The Buchanan family. The Buchanan family has held Couver and all of Cascadia in an iron grip for 200 years. Among its members have been diverse yet powerful figures like Abraham the Builder, Isaiah the Wise, and Richard the Just. The Buchanan family finally pacifies all the other families, consolidating their power among influential families. Now they are beginning to dictate their powers to everyone else, and they will only have to beatenly keep quiet. I don't have this anymore because it's just constantly mine, and I can't get kicked out anymore. We got that. So once that's done, we'll actually start building up pretty good aircraft systems. My apologies if that is a little too loud. Alright, with that, nuclear-powered airplanes. I think that's actually better than these guys. Maybe. So that, and that. Let's go down here and start filling out these. We need 20,000 manpower in divisions. How much do we have? Somewhere it does tell us what our manpower is. I think it does say somewhere of what we actually have for manpower. Maybe here. No, it doesn't say here. There's one of those things where it'll actually tell you what you have as a nation. Oh, right here. Total manpower. Army is 17. Okay, so you just need to add 2,000 more. Which is possible with these guys. So we'll get there. Alright, let's start getting this one because I want the sky trains going. Don't you worry. We'll get there. So, unifying ideals. I'm sorry, I didn't read that. So, the fundamental ideas of our nation is we're ready to accept anyone who's willing to serve our society and country, who's ready to assimilate and become a real Cascadian. He gains mastermind. Core creation costs reduce. Daily support rule increase. So the next one. Fair. Justice is the main feature of our new nation. You will always receive a just reward for your achievements and just punishment for your crimes. So he gets just. So these are all the different aspects of his family's legacy. So we have that and that and that, and we get political power gain and daily. So we're gonna solidify. We're gonna get ahead of everyone else. Transport glider. Okay. Skytrain. 73 days, we should have that one completed. Home of the future. There we go. We're now modernized. So let's just do that. So I have a dog that lives a 23 hours is a day of life. So even when you have the exact same day that you do things, it's always 1 hour early for her. So then you start hearing behind me some prattling of our feet on the little chair guard thing I have under me. Just having a temper tantrum. Old age, you know. All right, so mutual assistance. Help each other. The word thank you should leave our vocabulary. Okay, help each other. The word thank you should leave our vocabulary. Mutual assistance should become a matter of course. No matter should expect additional gratitude for the help provided. After all, today you're helping, tomorrow you are. That is a dumb statement. I remember that shit from my younger years is they wanted us to never say thank you for something. Or please. It was like a weird like little I'm not talking about parentals, I'm talking about military. They had an issue with saying thank you for some fucking reason. Maybe that is the matter of gratitude, always have gratitude, but you fucking know people. They take everything for granted after a while. Workaholic. I always say thank you. I say thank you for fucking everything. Just even if you offer a fucking kindly hello, I'll say thank you because you're going out of your way to be kind. No, it loses its meaning. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm just here strong arming my own, or like strong manning everything. Just... I'm having conversations with myself on here. Alright, we're still good. Alright, Skytrain. There we go. We will build them, and we will have, hopefully, enough. We'll move our way up to Dream Lifter. Because there is absolutely a presence in Alaska, or there was a civilization in Alaska after the war. We are going to find that out. Like, we're going to uncover whatever military secrets from there. Mutual assistance. So we need 20,000 more still. How much people do we have? Almost there. A little bit more. We should be good. We're going to start prepping ourselves for... once this is done, we'll start prepping ourselves for the Timberline invasion. Here, I'll just pause till then. Okay, so I have what I need for these ones. So I'm going to finish this part. Prevail. We are surrounded by raiders, monsters, fanatics, and fools. We rarely have to fight alongside outsiders, so we need to work harder, fight better, and think faster. We got the Patriot, which is attack and defense on core territory and daily ruler support, which I think is actually pretty high now. Yeah, 42. And we have the required manpower in the field, so we'll actually get... Well, this is what we got for that. And then we got the amount of aircraft we need, so we'll do the Alaskan expedition as well. Ah, we needed that. Wait till I have 100. Speaking of which, there we go. No, that's what we need. Because right now I have a deficit of composite materials, so I need to increase that. There we go. We got that done. So next we have Father of the Nation. He was born of this earth. He had spent many winters fighting for his land. He does not see himself outside this earth and wants to find peace on it. We will not find a better leader. Perhaps one of his children will someday understand what guides him. Hopefully, Liberty does. So we get Saul Buchanan, Patriarch, Father of Cascadia. So increased political power, which I need because I want to. And then efficiency, growth, attack and defense on core territory. Core creation cost is reduced, and support every day. So that'll go up, thankfully. So as we're doing that, we'll finish up. Because I've already practically got this done. So I'm getting naval completed. Oh, probably need that. And then there we go. Some flying fortresses. These were what we were given before, but we unfortunately lost them. They were amazing craft, but pretty much we were given 7 of those fucking things you see in Fallout 4 on the TV show. We lost them all fighting the Northwestern Brotherhood. Which I'm not surprised, considering how big, bulky they are. It doesn't really take much to take down a fucking Zeppelin. Oh, I wasted something. Shit. Ah, there we go. That's what these guys are going to do. What is this thing? Preferred tactic? Yeah, we don't even have that, so. Heavy floating fortress. Almost there. Ah, we got Father of the Nation. How much did that increase? 2.61. That's good. Alright. So now we have Awakening of Winter. The station of the Frozen Islands began intercepting this signal. It was obsessive behavior of a certain U.S. military organization, a North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD. Although that's in Colorado, but okay, let's just ignore that part. We should send an expedition there. Who knows what treasures are hidden under there? But that is signal. It says obsessive behavior of NORAD, so it's the same kind of signal. So there would be a center set up in Alaska, especially after kicking the Chinese out. So we're going to lose 400. We're going to have Alaskan expedition. There we go. So let's get that going. Almost. Secure. Oh, we need these two, too. Shit. We might not get it, because I don't think we have this available to us. It's okay. Whatever. Oh, we need to get that going. And after all that's done, we'll move on to robots. I mean, it's a lot to go over just to get that little tiny island that's not going to have any real effect on us. More Timberline would have more of effect on us. Oh, they have the new American Republic. New. The Alaskan expedition. The expedition is ready for depart. The plan for the expedition is as follows. 1. Land 20 to 30 kilometers from Anchorage. 2. Or 1.2. Create, find temporary shelter. Sorry, that was 1.1. 1.2 is locate suitable water. I'll just say whatever thing is. So locate suitable water source. After those 2 are completed, construct reconnaissance for the presence of local residents in areas of high radiation levels. Find suitable routes to the suburban and city itself. Find safe supplies. And then finally conduct reconnaissance in the vicinity of the city. Footnotes. If possible, preserve and retrieve valuable pre-war technologies. Try to avoid using local technology to avoid staying in the area with medium and high radiation concentration. The same applies to the concentration of pre-war technology, scrap metal. With local residents, if are encountered, try to behave peacefully. You are alone, and we won't be able to provide help. So Anchorage is awaiting for us ahead, so we lose those 30 Skytrains. Although we have better planes now, but whatever. So we have these 2 options. I've looked in these. So this one pretty much assumes that you've done this part. So it goes with, this is the Enclave path. This one is just our people. So you get two different generals. You get Mr. Anderson, Enclave Redux fame, or you get the other guy who's up here. So North Star. We were digging through the archives of the museum in Vancouver. All they found was in the first years of the Great War, there were only a few Alaskans among the refugees from the north, and even those who lived in the borders areas of the state before the war. The scariest thing for us is the news that the radiation background in the metropolitan areas of the state was extremely high, so much as that in the first winter, the ice glowed with unnatural blue shades. So that's what they symbolize that. And now, oh, hey, let's get some more factories going. Build that. Grain. Institution. Also build up our cities a little more. Oh, hey, we haven't done this in a bit. Let's make sure we update our spies. How's this going? I think we got that done. Oh shit, we actually completed all that. So something we need to do is invest in some more composite metals. Very important. North Star. All right, that's complete on that side. Let's check down here. So these I won't be able to until we actually... It's only available with this, so we won't get access to these two, which is fine. Sucks, but it's fine. That's completed. Naval... No, naval is not completed. We need to start getting the components necessary for it as well. So as we're doing that, until that's... Let's just continue getting some robots tech going. All right, report Anchorage. As reported, the high radiation levels in the city center prevented prolonged stays there. Even protective suits don't offer long-term protection, and the handfuls of Rad-X are making everyone as nauseous as the radiation poisoning itself. A couple more such forays, and the cumulative radiation effects won't be curable with pills anymore. But there's excellent news. Based on the data you transmitted, we were managed to be able to locate areas with radiation levels in the city's outskirts. We were able to set up a base in one of them, the Rabbit Creek area, but we were more interested in the Elmdorf Richardson military base. Measurements show an almost non-existent radiation background there, which is strange since one of the missiles fell in the immediate proximity, just outside of Merrifield Airport. Note: the scouts are increasingly reporting feeling constantly watched. The medics suggest it might be a side effect of the psychosis from the massive intake of Rad-X. And guards have observed movement in the city center at night, most likely Yaguai from the parks north of us, since the nearest local inhabitants are located 300 plus kilometers south and east of the city. We're sending supplies, hang in there. And we've got 120 for special forces equipment and 400 for special equipment. So, I mean, we have enough equipment. We could send a whole fucking shit ton up there. We have better planes, all that stuff. So that and that is complete. Pretty much all that is complete too. So we're just gonna rack up political power. And then super heavy. Yeah. All right. Secrets of Anchorage. It seems we found what was watching us. Well, found more likely they found us. And now we're in honorable captivity. They demanded I contact you and... radio emits a noise. Unknown person, this is Major General Richard Zan, with whom I honor of speaking. Your character, Patriarch, Saul Buchanan, ruler of the independent Republic of Cascadia. Richard Zan again, so you and your people truly aren't Chinese spies, huh? My friend Anderson was already ready to line them up against a wall. A light chuckle heard on his voice. Are there any signs of Chinese invasion force on the continental United States? Patriarch. No, none has been observed. According to my information, no such instances have occurred since the end of the Great War. And someone interrupts the signal on the other end. The Great War ended? Yes, but with whom am I speaking? You are speaking to Major General Franklin Anderson, in charge of the ground operations for NORAD. I'm the one who detained your people. Signal gets interrupted again. This one from Richard. Yes, my friend, the great conqueror. But if the war is over, and I assume America lies in ruins, then what is the goal of you and your republic? Patriarch. We, as descendants of the U.S. citizens, and I, also as a descendant of the U.S. Army military personnel, wish to rebuild America pre-war society. Anderson, your ancestor wouldn't be Isaiah Buchanan, would it? You don't have to answer. So Zan interrupts. Is that so? Well, that's excellent. Let's talk about mutual assistance. And the conversation moves into a phase of negotiation. The military needs more power while they conduct a major reactor repair, and in turn, you receive the expeditionary forces sent south. In the name of America, the NORAD command is subordinate to you in an effort to revive the culture and traditions of old America in Cascadia. Rebuild an Anchorage base, which grants consumer goods. So they yank 40 water, 30 energy, and 50 steel for 365 days. So we'll see what happens after a year. And now we have Power of a Century. New century. Today is the construction of a new great country. We must leave our children a stronger country than the one that was given to us from our ancestors. So we get power armor. Enclave power armor. And we have a separate run by Richard Zan. They are puppeted to us, which is fine. They have their own focus tree item, Shattered State, and they say the state of NORAD Anchorage. And they have Blizzard Squadron, support from Alaska, and NORAD Anchorage. So this is the only proof that we are of old America, because we have people from that time. If you didn't understand, those people from NORAD were in cryostasis, and then they came out. You have to wonder why Anderson's such a prick. But Anderson from ERX and this Anderson are two entirely different characters. Because Anderson from ERX was somebody who was at the rig. Alright. Keep adding to them. I think we could... But they have 200, possibly 282 divisions. Oh, I could wipe out their Air Force, so... They have a few planes, but that's about it. Fire support vessel. Alright, with that complete... There is very little much I could do until I have my naval and until I invade Timberline, which I will show you when we get that going. But for now, I'm going to just pause it and we will continue on. I'm just going to continue building up. The NCR is not expanding the way I thought they would. And Ouroboros is not expanding. So, we'll see how this goes. But I'll see you in a bit. We get to this part, it's a whole year later. So, your assistance, legacy of the old war. Your assistance to us is invaluable to us. Many of our soldiers are veterans of the Battle of Anchorage. According to the U.S. Army doctrine, our complex was supposed to form forces of cloned veterans for deployment to China. But the Great War forced its own adjustment. We had to freeze many veterans and organize rotations from the remaining originals. However, the energy shortage is now making its own corrections, and we are having to conduct rotations more and more frequently. The local clone factory even had to be shut down due to potential food shortages. But now, thanks to you, we lack neither the first nor the second, and as we assumed, the people of Republic of China either lies in ruin or has been completely destroyed. So there is no reason for us to such good tool as cloning. So we're not going to be cloning anyone. There is, however, a problem which arises with multi-generational cloning, partial anemia, increased aggression, personality disorders, etc. But in combat, they are better than anyone. Perhaps these problems will be solved in Vault 108, District of Columbia. Oh, God. 108? That's fucking, Gary, isn't it? I think so. We will fight forever for America. Old Soldier becomes a unit leader, and you will receive reinforcements from unfrozen and cloned veterans of the Great War. 1st Battalion Anchorage, 2nd Battalion Anchorage. Let's see what these guys are. So they're all power armor. Why don't you guys give us XO ones? Whatever. Now, who's Old Soldier? That's Old Soldier. We'll make him in charge of that. Very good. All right, back to business. I'll see you in a bit. So, Republic of Rio Grande got a little big ahead of themselves, and they declared war on the NAR, New American Republic. So, that's not going to be good. So, I was able to send a group of 10, just right now, with those guys from Anchorage, and they're going to assist them. But I fear that they're not going to do too well. Best thing I do with these guys is go quickly take out these guys with them and somehow form a northern. But their whole point is going to be holding Gloria for them. Maybe. I don't think our guys are strong enough to handle this. But the idea is just to, what do you say, stopgap it. General Dassault does not have the damn manpower to hold this shit either. So let's see how this goes. Okay, they cut that little part off, and that's a shit ton of dudes right there. But we're going to do our part. I think we could give them that. And where's their capital? It's probably over here. So we're going to knock that out. Let's see what we can do. Hey, just start fighting the moment you get there. So they got a kind of a quick flash attack on the NAR, which allowed them to push a little bit, but I don't think that's going to help them with that. Now, I don't intend for these guys to win. I just want them to grind themselves down for a bit. That's my objective on this. And I want you guys to be very aggressive. So 290 5 breakthrough. So let's see how well they can actually do this. Problem is they have tanks. So they cut off that little salient there. And while that's going on, I'm also improving my navy. We have to cut this group off before it... so then these guys can go north instead of fighting south the way they are. You guys could do it. If you cut them in half, it makes it easier to handle. I think that side's done, so we move these guys onto robot. Robot. I forgot where their capital is. Did they already take their capital? Where is their capital? Yes! Well done. Well, oh, that's their capital. Alright, so the whole point is, yeah, they're going to get their butts kicked eventually. And so will these guys. But the point being, get rid of their attack in the south, and also they're going to lose a lot of guys, a lot of equipment and men just in this pocket here. Oh boy, that's a lot of experience we'll get out of this. Oh, this is fun, actually. So, 10 is all we could send. Because I don't want the NAR being in a supermassive state the way they usually are. What the fuck happened here? Oh, okay, so they pushed in through there. If there is anyone that recognizes the army here, they're probably saying, those little motherfuckers up north. And also, I don't think they have the best aircraft available to them, so we'll see on that one. 505 to their... So they're almost equal in that regard. Either way, I think I could beat the Republic of the Rio Grande if necessary. So your job is to cut it off further? Oh. Well, he's kind of old. Old soldier. Oh, they're handling that side down there pretty well. So... keep working at it. We'll have to no supply from the capital, really. Oh, did they capitulate? Yeah, they did. So you guys need to go back I'm certain if they ever got this far, they would just hold them at this point. So, hope I didn't fuck over California too much. That would kind of suck. Whatever, I could beat the other guys. Problem I see is I don't have any supply for my guys, so we have to... Yeah, that's weird. Oh no. Oh no, I fucked them over. They were supposed to hold this spot. Shit. Well, that's unintended consequences. And they just cut that whole group off. Oh, I feel like I betrayed America there. Let's see how bad this is. 304 to their 559. 86. Well. Whoopsie. That's going to be interesting intel briefing about that. So you gave North America to Mexico, huh? By sending 10 divisions and help destroy the only guys holding Republic of the Rio Grande at bay. Well done, I guess. In reality, I think they were preparing for this for a while. And they're not giving me the opportunity to get my guys back, so they're done fighting for them. It really wasn't supposed to be this quick of a fucking fight either. Holy shit. Oh, there goes Shady Sands. Whoopsie! My fault. My fault. My big fault. Oh, do I feel bad? I feel so bad. So very bad. Big whoops. Big whoops. They've got to run out of steam eventually. What the hell? General del Sol had the most amount of fucking... They were able to push really hard into him. Man. That really sucks. They're just fighting all these little points here and there. You think they would get bogged out eventually, taking that much territory. The Xi's not letting him fight without it. Hayes is such a nerd for allowing this to happen. Means I'm going to be fighting them because I have war goals for Arroyo. I can get all my guys back, though. I am missing something, though. Okay, I'm gonna stay here till we see the end of this either way, because this is rather interesting. I think they got bogged down near New Reno and She, so they're not pushing that far north that quickly there. Here, they're just gonna keep pushing until they wipe out the rest of the NAR's people. They can't go up through Ouroboros or Free Vegas, so it looks like they're pushing them back just a tad bit. So see what that. But that means once they're done up here, they're just going to pull all their guys back into this side. Well, maybe they will get bogged down, I'm hoping. You watch this unfortunate turn of events that I had no intention of having happen. I just wanted it to be a stalemate. Ah, they're pushing in. Damn. Oh shit, they capitulated. That sucks. Oh, they changed their nation too. Union of Mexico kind of thing. Not a chance, buckos. Did I finish up? All of these. Here. So unfortunately, the New American Republic has failed in their mission. And there's no one that could fucking help them. Oh boy, with New Reno falling, oh, they're done. Arroyo is nothing. Packers, She State is, yeah, there's nothing for them. Fault City does not have the ability to hold out for that. Even with them being bogged down with all this, there's nothing they can really do. Yeah, it's effed for them. All we could really look towards is them having to try to administer this large state they have here. Maybe Ouroboros will decide to attack them, which seems like they have the military power. I did not expect that to happen. They relied on a lot of armor support for the shit that they pulled. So, alright, well, I'll get back. So, we are a few years down the line. I've already developed a whole ton of other technologies. I've built up a fleet like crazy. I have air power like no other. I am ready for these guys. Now, I already saved it just in case I'm a total liar, but let's just do this. Sick of waiting. Let's see if they're able to bust through my lines just instantly or not. Now, in terms of air power, I think I've got them in that regard. And I'm bombing the shit out of their land. So right away they lost 1,000. I'm gonna call in. They only have 10. I don't want to call them in. That was stupid. Alright, so they haven't pushed me yet in that area. We're thankfully able to hold our own, cause significant casualties. Which should be. Especially if they keep losing casualties like that. It's going to be over really fucking soon. That place is getting bombarded like crazy. I've already won the air power game. I think we're pretty good there. North Pole Enclave. Do we want them to join? Fuck it. Come on in. I just hope they can't call in the other guys. Didn't quite know what the hell that was. Oh yeah, there is actually other music in this that never gets fucking played. Never understand that. But yeah, we are doing just fine. They lost way more people than they could hope to replenish. Oh, I don't know why I did that. They're going to these guys. And because of that, where's the other one? There you go. When they sufficiently lose... Yep, they've sufficiently lost their manpower. And they only have close air support at the moment. But by the way, goodbye. Yeah, ours is going to increase, but so is theirs going to decrease like crazy. So I'm not worried about that. This is all just improvement stuff from the mods that I have installed. $17,000 loss on their side. Damn! I think we took their capital. Yep. Is there any place I missed? Yeah, it missed that stupid shit. That's really annoying when it does that. They took care of it. They have a 233 breakthrough, so I think they're just fine. They do that too, which is really annoying. They cover one end, but not the other. Oh, you guys could push south now, too. Go for it. And with that, we've only lost 1,000. And they lost 50,000. All right, so it's going pretty well for us. Not worried about that at the moment. We'll just deal with that. We're dealing with the other areas. They really should capitulate already. This is getting ridiculous. This is Oregon country. This is my country. Done. Arrow. Oh, what the hell? All mine. All good. Okay. So Oregon country is pretty built up. We have goals that we could produce on these guys, these guys, these guys. All right, we're doing that. Because why the hell not? And how long is it going to take? Just 35 more days. Now, what we have is goals for these douchebags, too. Yep. Goodbye. We should be able to beat them just by ground assaults anyway. We lose a bit of guys, yes, but we are also wiping them right the hell out. Umbra is gone. We took a little more casualties than we should, which is not good. But we're also bloodying our guys. We're also gaining army experience, which we freaking need. Alright. Force that. There we go. And there we go. Alright, some last points for this. For the Republic of Cascadia, we are about to beat the living shit out of these guys and push them all the way to the end of their civilization. Shut up. They're almost done. So long, Rio Pact. I have plenty of supplies. 65 days worth. That really wouldn't stop him anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I'm getting to this point where it requires me to take over every bit of them before they capitulate. I don't get it. They have nothing left. They should be done. There you go. Done. Done. I have reclaimed the Americas. I don't really give a shit about Ouroboros at the moment, or the True Cons. I am so done. This mod was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And I definitely suggest you give it a try. As you'd say, we learned a lot, we laughed a lot, and we really enjoyed ourselves. From Saul Buchanan, the Patriarch, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, ta-ta.